idinda bwabeire mu lukiiko olw'okubangula abasomesa abakulu b'amasomero okutaaku n'abazaire ku kulwanisa okutulugunya abaana ab'obuwala era nga lutegekebwa aba Community Concerns Uganda.
Ensonga eri kwogera ku ntuufu mu masomero gaife. Mu butuufu waabwo ni buno nti ebintu bingi bigireke bikolebwa abasomesa okusingira abasaadha eri abaana baife ono muli okalabasanya abaana nomuli okalabasanya kankobe ndi kulimu emitendera egy'endawulo mulimu attempting okugema ku mwana tuli kubona nti mulimu abasomesa abali kusabanga abaana akaboozi k'ekikulu memalamu we maxi tuli kubona nti mulimu abali kwenda abaana ng'omusomesa ali kwenda omwana gwasomesa n'ebindi so ensonga y'okuba nti kiriwo bakizirawo kitufu kiriwo.
Atwala ebyendegeresa mu district ya Yemayuge mwena akoba nti entambula ya boda neri kusinga okuleeta obuzibu buno mu basomi okutaaku n'abakyala.
Mayuge, we use boda. We don't have taxis. Do you know they pack us there 6 on one boda? Girl, male, female, and whatever. So you are all packed there. So you are used to people pushing your buttocks. Even rich when it has rained, they're even touching your breasts. So you know that is the form of what? That's why for them they don't see it as what?
Ola bebazala nga bwamuwulira bwalomboda.
Alamba inakojawe mana mukweke. Ebintu bino twidaswala ni baba omwana mu maka mu bikweke kujja kuswala ojja swaza ekigundi balo bakuripotinga ne baguripotinza mu bikanzaawo biriyo era bibairewo.
Ku nsonga y'obwavu onakoba nti kabiri kino kibitirire kubanga abazaire bangi bali kusirikira ebyama by'abaana baibwe ngeno bali kubakalabasanya bene we befunire empiya.
Nabona ni poverty of parents. This is where parents baba compromisinga. Omwana we bamuwaira amabunda, omwana we bamulambayireku, kankuweyo $2,000,000 bisirikeku eyaba challenge muri.
Ate yatwala ebyendegeresa Mayuge eyo asabye gavumenti edembeyemu ku amateeka ag'okusomesa ensonga ed'omukwano mu masomero ag'endawulo okutandikira mu bibiina ebya wansi.
They are coming secondary, you are telling them, you know, this can happen, but it's like they've already done it in P3, even in P2. Because my registration of P7 goes even up to age of 24. And that is a P7 candidate. I have 17 in P2, right? So, age-related information, not policy, it is affecting my youth.
Abandi kubazaire, ekizibu kino bakoba nti kiri kuva ku masomero agali kutumanga abaana amasimu okotaaku n'edi iPad ediyinza okubanga n'ediri okubasigulanga era ddalaga abaana bano ekyokukola.
And then there is this school that is telling children to go with tabs to school. We do not know how they are monitoring the children because at home we are monitoring them closely. So how are the schools managing this? That is my concern.
Now what happens, they give these tabs to the children and they sit within the reach of the teachers. And they are regulated at how much time they are going to remain with the tabs. They have resolved as parents that we should allow our kids to do what? To come with them because it is part and parcel of research.
Wazire yindi ku ngeri ey'okunogera mu kino obulezi ab'ekitongole ekya Community Concerns Uganda baine kaweefube waibwe ow'okusomesa abantu akabi akali mu kukaka abaana abakaali abato omukwano era nga wano batongoleza n'olutambi olulimu obukwenda obwidde okusomesa iwanga.
Abaana balina okuyikirikiza ino mu by'eddiini. Sorry to say so, waliwo incidence nga pastor awayira abawala amabunda kuba balowooza ati omunayiddiini ekigambo kyanayogera kiba nekyo.
Ku isatu nga tusemberera ebiseera ebyakalulu ak'omwaka oguli ku 2026 kabonabona bo abakugu mu by'obufuzi bavire balabula ba gavumenti obuteetantala kunigiriza abantu nti kino kyanviirako okuyiwa omusaayi mu iwanga taako n'abantu beeno okwitagana. Ramadhan Senyonga nalinako alipoota eno.
Buli lukya eibbugumu lyeyongera mu bantu neirala ababagoberera ebyobufuzi n'entambuza ey'obukulembeze mu iwanga nga twongera okusembera akalulu kabonabona kalijja okukubibwa omwaka ogwidda olwaleero abakungu okuva mu itendekero erya London School of Economics nga banamakanda bagasimba mu Bungereza bandi alipoota yabwe kukunoonyereza ku babeere bakola okugema ku nkyukakyuka ey'omugundu era n'amazima mu byobufuzi bya Uganda.
And we've been looking at the intersection between transitional justice and new media. So we're particularly interested in how do you do transitional justice in the digital age. And I think Uganda's been particularly instructive and really important for us because of the lengthy and longer term approach to transitional justice.
Professor Tim Allen mukugu mu byanfuna n'ebyobufuzi okuva mu London School of Economics mu kwanda alipoota enaasose na kulambulula ekinuse kiri mu kunoonyereza ku babeere bakola okumala akabanga.
I have a real interest in the way in which transitional justice is shaped by the media, how communications about justice and accountability shape the way it's possible to develop a political consensus about moving on after situations of violence. And so obviously I've done a lot of work around this in the part of Uganda that's been most affected.
Professor Tim akobanga buti amawanga kamala amaiso bagatere ku iwanga lya Uganda nga tusembere ebiseera by'okukuba akalulu era yakakasanga bwe basitwira abakugu okuva mu mawanga agenda wulo okuli Ethiopia, South Africa kotere n'agandi kamala okuba kunibye bongera okwega mu byobufuzi bya Uganda.
So when we discussed what had happened in Uganda, in Ethiopia and in South Africa, colleagues there were very interested to know more about what was going on the ground in Uganda. And so we brought a team here from Ethiopia.
Banga kawairi wabula okusinziira ku professor no wabula nti omukuzi guno kino kiyinza obutakola yafalaasira gavumenti okugema ensonga eno bukalamu obutavaamu buzibu.
We're living in a moment where social media is becoming increasingly important. Honestly, we don't know what's going to happen, but we know that very significant changes are afoot. When we look at what's happening in the United States, for example, where new forms of media and communication have so hollowed out.
Professor Gengala Tigo yakulira ku luyo lwabula gavumenti mu parliament ya Uganda n'owundi kubeeta bimulwe ku bantu luno. Tulambululira ensonga lwaki yeetabye mu nteekateeka eno na biki byagisuubiramu.
Arose from a desire to redefine the question of transitional justice following the LRA insurgency in northern Uganda. And Leandro Komakej and the professor and his team, they have been to northern Uganda. But we, from my perspective, and the reason why I participated a lot, is that I don't want us to get tied to the past.
Mukwogera kuni Professor Nicholas Tumlau okuva ku itendekero lya Oxford University Bungereza walala ni Madam Elizabeth Suhu abawumye omutwe mu nteekateeka eno bakobanga ebindi ku birubirira n'okulungamya abaisuka bute basobola okukozesa emitimbagano okugiganulwa mu gidemi kuba kizibu ye bali wabula gibe gya mugaso.
And the challenges social media poses, and how do we think through those challenges? How do we think through the challenges posed by the failures of online content moderation, the relationship between states here in Africa and big tech?
So this particular project was as part of that larger project that we'll be doing in Uganda, also on issues of social justice. And what we have been doing is to engage different actors who are working on issues of social justice.
Ramadan Senyonga, Bob TV, Amakobo.
Musasi waife Ramadan Senyonga yo ministry y'ebyendegeresa n'ebyemizaano evire yalabula amatendekero ag'ebyemikono agazira bisaanizo okwetereza nti awazira ekyo gano gakuyigalwa ate n'abagakulira boona bavunizibwe. Bano bakoba nti amatendekero tinago gawa abasomi amagezi amafo agatabasobozesa kubaako ne bye bekolera mu bulamu bwaibwe obwa buliddo. Bino bituukibwa mu kubangula abakulira amatendekero g'ebyemikono wale kujinja vocational training mu Jinja City.
Amasomero agakomyewo ne tugawa license empya eri muteeka tegawera 15.
Amatendekero g'ebyemikono agabalenga gakola agazira bisaanizo nka ne license bubakeereire era gano gakwigalwa nga bavunaanyizibwa ku bavuunizibwe olw'okutyobola n'okwonoona ebyendegeresa nga bazira lukusa okuva minisitule y'ebyendegeresa. Bano bakoba ti kino ne kiviirire amatendekero agandi okuba abasomyi obutwa ekiviirire ku bangi okukya ebyendegeresa eby'emikono.
Waliwo abannayuganda abeerimbika nti baweereza buweereza obw'okutraining obw'okusomesa eby'emikono nga bwabo baagaana okukomawo. Tubeekebejje tubalabe bulungi oba ebisaniirizo babirina.
Ekyamba kino kigwikwira Commissioner wa Vocational and Technical Training mu minisitule y'ebyendegeresa n'ebyemizaano omukyalo Muhwezi wabaire ng'ayogeremu n'abakwira amatendekero g'ebyemikono mu Uganda wali mu site y'eyinda. Commissioner n'atukobera obukulu bw'okubangula abakulu b'amatendekero gano abayaka abakafuna emirimu era n'okubakoba kiki balina okukola kuninkiza ebyemikono mu masomero gano.
We realize that in most cases people are promoted and sent into institutions when they don't know how public service works, when they don't know what government expects out of them.
Ate Engineer Richard Kalanzi nga yena ati amakanso ya DIT akobya ati ebyemikono n'ekindi ku bintu ebisobola kufunira Abannayuganda emirimu. Engineer Kalanzi wabula akubiriza abantu okulekeraawo okubuusa ebyemikono amaiso kubanga n'ebyonka ebisobola okulwanisa ebulamirimo wano mu Iwanga.
Ndowooza ffenna kikulu tutegeere kiki kye kitegeeza okukwasaganya oba okwagala emirimu gy'emikono kubanga emirimu gy'emikono kye kimu ku ebyo ebijja okutuyamba okuva mu mbeera gye tulimu ey'okubanga tetulina mirimu.
Mu ngendo endala n'abasomesa mu masomero ga kanisa ya Lutheran bona bakungaanye wale walikuba okubangulwa ng'abaana bakatandika kusoma. Omugenyi omukulu abaire kamisona w'amatendekero g'obwana munigina minisitule y'ebyendegeresa George Mutekanga mwabaire nga kuni Baba TV Commissioner George Mutekanga yebaziza ino abakwira kanisa ya Lutheran okufaayo ino okubangula abasomesa. Chakwa kikulu ino okusomesa nga nakye bayibi ekisobola okuyamba abaana.
One, first of all, want to thank you for organizing this annual event because I didn't know it is an annual event. Two, it is a very good indicator to us as ministry that you people, you are organized and therefore because you are organized, you are going to be recognized. Now number three, I realize that while you are putting emphasis on primary, you also need to have secondary schools.
Ate babakwira ebyendegesa mu kanisa ne ya Lutheran bona baine batukobeire kubangula abasomesa baibwe taku n'abakozi masomero gaibwe ng'olusoma lwatamu esooka lukali kwinama.
Mwaka bugwaku tugeeta walala nga twenda okubaidukiza ebyo ebyensomesa n'okubongeramu amagezi n'obwevu ne skills okuba nti basobola okusomesa abaana baife.
Olusomo lw'ennaku 3 ng'ekigendera kyaife n'okwedukanyamu ebyo bye bayidi n'okwongeramu ebiyaka ebidye ku mugendo ogwa buti.
Niza ntone palapande kwa Baba TV Amakonde.
Kale kuddakiika dino 15 edibulayo okubanga atedikona essaawa 4 ikkiriza nkulekere Kasindula asobola okutuusaako olusoga mu Makonde ze nabwe mpumulamuku ndijja kubanga attendera n'ekitundu kyaife ekisemberayo irala.
Olusoga mu Makonde nga lukutuusibwaku Nile Special, a beer truly made of Uganda, unmatched in quality and unmatched in gold. One beer, 21 Mond Selection Quality Awards. The true Ugandan reward from the source.
Galalani loza kubuwomi obujjuvu okuviira ddala mu bibala ebyaffe ebyawano ndi ku mutindo gwa nsi yonna kyekinsukulumiza ku balala. Ompulidde obuwomi.
Oh yes, Rumi's wine osukulumye. Rumi's.
Galalani
kankwanjulire Mityana Institute of Nursing and Midwifery ettendekero erisomesa abasawo n'abazaalisa nga lisangibwa Mityana Town Council ku luguudo oludda ekikumbi kilomita emu yokka. Gwalina omwana yamala siniya ey'okuna oba ey'omukaaga beeyune gavumenti ebamanyi bulungi era nga n'ebibuuzo bye bakola biviira ddala ku ministry.
Kagwa Mugonzi tukwaniriza ku Baba TV eney'obwakyabazinga ninza Alex Kasindwa Muteguya ndi musaada Moise Kisuyo w'Empala ate era nayo nkabayisa mufumba ninza Kaoma. Tuba wano twayega bingi ebigema kubika byaife ebigema ku Busogono. N'olwaleero tutuuse ne mukunganya waife ajo tuinongole ebigema ku kikache byona era wetunamalira emboozi eno oidaba otegeire ebigema ku kika kino yekyava enkuni omubala kyebevuma amaina enkula yaibwe byona mongane omugani waife mwanirize aidatu werina atukobere n'ekika ekyo kyalijja otuwaku ebyafaayo byakyo tusangaire muzeeyi ababoni ba Baba TV benda ategeera erina lyo ekitiibwa kyo n'ekika.
Amaina gange ninze Waiswa George omukisulo owebwagwe mutabane wa Irusania Waiswa mwidukulu wa Mupere era mwidukulu wa Mamiro mwidukulu wa Bagobwe bonabona dada wa Bagobwe bonabona nayonka mwise mukose ndirumbuye ekika kyange ndi mwise Magobwe ekitiibwa kyentwala mu kika kyange ninze omukunganya w'ekika kyange omulonde yalondebwa n'aba Bagobwe bonabona nga besimire
kikoba ni buli mwise Magobwe yali timu Uganda monka aye munzi kubanga eri yabayise Magobwe nga balikolera South Africa balikolera America buli mwise Magobwe yali niwe mukunganya aba mukulu wa kika na kulire ekika ekyo abayise Magobwe mwevuma ki
abayise Magobwe twevuma entukulu eba mu maadi
entukulu
omuziro omutono kana ndako kali kweyiwa ku mutwe
baketa batya
kebeta akadonge
bevuma entukulu imwe aba school fees jebeta ota kanumiro ino oba madi ate balina n'omuziro omutono okobye akena ndako akali kweyigumba
sebo
baketa akadonge buti twingira olulimi oluvubi akadonge nanga imwe muli ba mukisandi omuziro gwene gwa mumadi n'omuziro omutono gwona gwa madi ogwo timulya muziro gwe imwe munene n'omutono era omuntu bwagulya kye kibawo
laba kagulira asobola n'okunuuka wabula ate kabiri omuziro omunene entukulu bwaba obulezi bw'abaana omwana alwaire amaiso kemugere ogama bwamubisaaku ninza omuyise Magobwe yengema amaadi mugama nemufuuwa ku nti agamaiso ago gatereera
iwe omuyise Magobwe
omwana Magobwe pegano ne baleeta omwana ati entukulu etyame ku maiso omuyise Magobwe n'agema amaadi mu kikopo n'amufuuwa kwati nga agamaiso gawona
bakagwandoza mulire ebibono bya mukunganya abayise Magobwe bano webaliga buli muyise Magobwe yali musawo musawo muli basawo already
era twakukuka maiso
mwakukuka maiso mukagwa omugonzi ndoza otegeire ekika kya mukunganya waife ni mukunganya w'ekika ekyabayise Magobwe munsi yonna
era entebe eno yenteemeku y'obuyise Magobwe ndi wa mukaaga
oli wa mukaaga okay mukagwa omugonzi katukanga awo olwaleero tujja kukobera bingi ebigema kubayise Magobwe bano abentukulu ey'omumaadi ate nga basawo kubanga buli mayise Magobwe omwana kasaalwala ati ntukulu emutyaimeku buleete tubenda ino obusoga buno okuyisania n'amaani
olusoga mu makonde nga lukutuusibwaku
Nile Special, a beer truly made of Uganda, unmatched in quality